Some places hold secrets, secrets better left undisturbed. We travel through the veil between worlds, where ghosts of the past refuse to stay buried. Prepare to witness firsthand the chilling evidence of the paranormal. The story of those who have encountered the other side and the unexplained phenomena that defy logic and reason. Are you ready to face the unknown? Welcome to Milkshakes and Ghost.
This episode is brought to you by
Sinister Brew Coffee isn't your ordinary cup of joe. It's a bold, horror-themed, small-batch coffee company owned by veterans who dare to take your taste buds on a dark and delicious journey.
From cosmic creations to cryptid-inspired blends, every roast comes with a sinister twist. Handcrafted for those who crave something truly unique.
It's not just coffee. It's an experience steeped in mystery, macabre storytelling, and flavors that are to die for.
Dare to sip in the shadows and join the Sinister family at sinisterbrewcoffee.com.
Where every cup reminds you that the darkness is delicious.
Warning. 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 This episode discusses acts of violence, murder, suicide, and mental illness. Listener discretion is advised.
Summertime is finally here.
It sure is. I don't know about you, Jesse, but I've waited long enough for it to be summer.
You've waited? You mean I've waited? I feel like I've been waiting forever. But I'm so glad school is out and I get to podcast and ghost hunt with you.
I've been waiting to spend every day with you, okay, girl? Every day. You are going to get so sick of seeing my face every day. We get to podcast, eat snacks, travel, go on ghost hunts, and, hello, go swimming. It's going to be such a great summer. Since we are on the subject of it being summer, I just want to give an apology to all of you listeners out there. We do realize we missed an episode last week that was not published, and we're so sorry for that. We are currently on vacation, and so is Jack. We are all having fun on vacation, and we are actually not podcasting today in our pod lab. So if the audio sounds a little off, we do apologize. We're trying our best right now. And Jack is helping us, but he is out of town. So he's literally helping us to record this episode, not next to us like he usually is, not even in the same state as we are right now. So we want to thank you all for your patience, for your understanding, and for your love and support. We will try to keep this going every week. We've just been having so much fun. And yes, you guys, we've been ghost hunting. We've been ghost hunting with other ghost hunters that we found in our state. It is so much fun. We're going to post some stuff on YouTube, hopefully by the end of this month or the beginning of next month, depending on when Jack is over with his vacation and when we're over with ours. We're just having so much fun. We hope all of you out there are having fun as well.
As long as we're together, it's always fun.
Facts. Girl, I love hanging out with you.
Let's start this summer off right by letting our audience know what we're drinking today.
I love my milkshake. I got my recipe from successfulhomemakers.com. It's so good. This milkshake is called Cherry Pickin' Chocolate. For this milkshake, we didn't add anything to it, in the mix. I mean, it's just cherry ice cream packed with cherries and chocolate. What more do you really need, right? Am I right?
Is it any good?
Of course it's good. Do you want to taste it?
Sure. Give me your cup. You know what? I'm going to try to make this milkshake next time we podcast for myself, not you.
Awesome. So what you drinking today, Jesse?
I got my milkshake from the same site as my mom, successfulhomemakers.com. I was looking over your shoulder as you were getting the recipe.
So that's what you were doing. Okay, I see how it is. I like the recipes on this website. They're fast and easy. So I most likely will be getting more from this website. It's just something fast, something good. We don't have time to be making, a milkshake that's going to take 30 minutes. We just want to get our shakes and get podcasting.
I chose a Blue Bunny salted caramel craze ice cream. I just threw in a little bit of milk and topped it off with more caramel at the top. Mom, would you like to taste mine?
Sure, I don't mind. Oh, wow. That's really good.
Girl, I know it is. Well, let's talk about what we came here for. Ghost!
And like always, we definitely need to give a warning before we begin. Our podcast is known to be haunted, and sometimes our ghosts like to wander out of our pod lab. Well, in this case, they followed us to our vacation spot.
You may be haunted after you listen to us, but don't worry, it's worth it. And our ghosts tend to be nice too.
Are you ready to talk about one of the most haunted towns in the world?
I'm ready, but are they ready?
They who?
Our listeners!
Oh, I know they're ready.
Grab your favorite milkshake and hold on to your blankie. Be wary, it's about to get scary!
This episode is brought to you by
Embrace the enchanting darkness with wicked Salem candles. Spooky, yet delightfully scented. Discover non-toxic, aromatic, long-lasting, clean burn, eco-friendly soy candles in bewitching scents and vibrant colors.
Wicked Salem Candles is a healthy alternative for people with allergies or respiratory issues, while also being environmentally friendly due to the renewable nature of soy wax.
With these candles, you're not just illuminating your space with a steady glow, you're protecting the environment. These candles are safer and environmentally friendly since they release fewer harmful chemicals into the air when burned.
Do you like getting candles with a longer burn time? Well, with Wicked Salem Candles, you'll get just that. These soy candles provide a consistent, unwavering flame, crafted for a lasting brilliance.
Wicked Salem candles are more than just candles. They offer a curated collection of spooky treasures. Discover bewitching room sprays, hauntingly beautiful art decor, and spellbinding accessories.
Whether you're preparing for Halloween, celebrating the fall season, or simply love a touch of the macabre, Wicked Salem Candles has something for you. Enjoy a touch of spookiness all year round.
Affordable, yet aromatic, long-lasting, environmental-friendly scents. If you're ready to illuminate your path the Wicked Salem way, visit WickedSalemsCandle.com. Wicked Salem Candles, so good it's scary.
DudleyTown, Connecticut is the most creepiest and abandoned town in the state. But is it cursed?
The DudleyTown Curse brought misfortune, madness, and death to people who lived in Dudleytown, the village of the damned. The curse, they say, began with Edmund Dudley, beheaded by Henry VIII on a charge of treason. Then Edmund's son, John, Duke of Northumberland, plotted to install his daughter-in-law, Lady Jane Grey, as Queen of England. The plot failed, and he and Jane both lost their heads.
It reminded me of the Queen of Hearts from Alice in Wonderland when you said that. With our heads!
Oh yeah, it does. I wish it were fictional like Alice in Wonderland. It's not. Unfortunately, this is history.
No, I'm gonna have that stuck in my head for the rest of the day.
Have what stuck in your head?
Alice in Wonderland.
Off with their heads! Jinx! Double jinx! Triple jinx!
Quadruple jinx!
Gosh, I give up. We're too much alike.
You really are.
Okay, so one of John's descendants, William Dudley, immigrated to Guilford, Connecticut during the Puritan Great Migration. His descendants came to a small settlement in the hills in 1738. The family expanded on the land. More people arrived, such as Thomas Griffiths, who was a farmer. Then came Gideon Dudley, another descendant. In 1747, Abiel and Brazili arrived on the land. Eventually, more family members migrated on the land, such as Martin and Abijah Dudley. The settlers cleared the land and formed a community that farmed flax, wheat, and corn.
Little did the Dudleys know, it didn't matter where they moved to because a curse was brewing in their bloodline. The Dudleys had high hopes when they fled to America after their father's beheading. However, this new town they established in Connecticut would be plagued by murder, suicide, madness, and failed businesses. In 1792, the first untimely death occurred. Jerson Hollister was murdered in a home owned by William Tanner, who lived next door to Abiel Dudley. Afterward, Tanner started talking about wild animals and demons, then went completely insane. Abiel Dudley became the next cursed victim. He lost all his possessions and his mind. The Nathaniel Carter family lived in Abiel Dudley's house, but then moved to Binghamton, New York. There they built a log cabin. One day, while Nathaniel was away, natives killed his wife, captured his 3 children, and burned his house. When he returned, they killed him too.
Oh my gosh! That's horrific!
Oh, but it gets worse.
Why can't it get better?
If it did, we would never have a show. After the American Revolution, General Heman Swift returned to his home in DudleyTown. There, he lost his 3rd wife to a lightning strike.
What in the world? Okay, that's definitely more than just a coincidence.
General Heman Swift then went completely insane.
This family is definitely cursed.
In 1872, Horace Greeley was running for president. 1 week before he lost the election, his wife hanged herself in Dudleytown, where she had grown up.
Okay, when does the tragedy end? This story is so grim. I'm just hoping something's gonna get better here.
This episode is brought to you by
Creating comfort magically. Bare Naturals uses 100% natural soy wax, clean scent fragrances, and natural essential oils. Enjoy a safer way to have your home smelling wonderful. With Bare Natural candles, your home is free of harsh chemicals and toxins. With an eco-friendly and space-saving design, you'll enjoy a safe, sensory experience in the comfort of your own home every time.
Bare Natural candles are committed to only using the most natural, eco-friendly ingredients. Bare Natural candles are vegan and cruelty-free.
Experience luxury at an affordable price. These candles are a one-of-a-kind quality dedicated to peace of mind, relief, and protection.
Begin your journey today. Enjoy code WELCOME for 20% off of an order. Sign up for a free store account to view orders and gain access to your rewards for future savings.
Bare Naturals, where fragrance meets enchantment.
It's more than just a candle. It's magic.
In 1924, Dr. William Clark, a New York cancer specialist, bought 1,000 acres on Bald Mountain, part of which belonged to Dudleytown. One summer, he went to New York for a brief business trip and returned to find his wife had gone insane. She spent the rest of her life in a mental hospital.
That's really sad. What a tragedy.
The Dudley family's history has forever stained the land in Dudleytown, Connecticut. This is why people say that the town is very haunted. The Dudley family curse followed this family from across the Atlantic to America. This curse is said to be the root of crop failure in this area, mental illness, as well as several violent deaths in the village. Since the 1990s, police in Cornwall have responded to numerous cases of vandalism. The 1999 movie, The Blair Witch Project, about a haunted forest, prompted increased interest in Dudleytown. This increased the frequency of incidents of vandalism. The owners of Dudleytown's property have closed it to the public.
It's good that it's now closed because even when it was open, no one wanted to work there. Fun fact, famous paranormal investigators, I'm about to say somebody that you may know, Jesse. They're the most famous investigators ever to have walked this earth, in my opinion at least.
Who's that?
Okay, are you ready? Are you ready for this? Ed and Lorraine Warren.
No way! You mean to tell me they investigated this place when they were alive?
They sure did. And in the 1970s, the Warrens declared it to be demonically possessed.
That's crazy. It was only established in 1740 and then abandoned in the 1800s. It's scary to think about something becoming plagued by demonic entities in such a short amount of time. Crazy.
Ed and Lorraine Warren mentioned Dudleytown in their 1989 book called Ghost Hunters. And yes, it's called Ghost Hunters. And I'm not talking about the show. There is no Zach Baggins in this. It's just Ed and Lorraine Warren. The Warrens wrote about accounts from the 1930s where local youth would drive up there with their dates to the old roads on the highest point of the hill. The deserted village was also the perfect place to scare their dates. Ghostly stories about Dudleytown really started circulating around the 1930s. In 1960, President Blanchard wrote about Dudleytown and mentioned the curse as it was related to him. He described the vanished settlement as a few crumbling cellars, massive stone walls, and overgrown footprints, which were formerly roads. The tales of monsters and cursed ground in Dudleytown have drawn people from far and wide, and unfortunately, not all of them were harmless ghost hunters. Satanic rituals became a common problem in the woods, and many are certain this may have released negative energy into the air that still lingers to this day.
If it wasn't haunted before, it is now thanks to people being people.
People are gonna be people, in the worst way possible.
Let's start being positive and speaking it into existence instead of conjuring up demons.
Girl, ain't that the truth?
In 1971, Joseph Owens wrote about the history of Dudleytown. It was mostly a recount of the events that plagued the villagers through the years, and once again, the curse was to blame. In 1983, a film crew decided to do a story on the ghost town. Their accounts only helped cement the legend when the reporter got violently ill while trying to tell the story, and the equipment refused to work while they were trying to film in the village.
The area of Dudleytown is now privately owned and has been for some time. Anyone caught within the boundaries of what was once Dudleytown will be arrested for trespassing.
So do not try and go ghost hunting there.
The town has even renamed the roads in order to confuse the thrill seekers from traveling there. The tales of ghosts, demons, curses, satanic rituals, and tragedy have made many swear that Dudleytown is the most haunted place in the United States.
Not just the United States. Some believe this place is the evilest place on Earth.
Okay, I hate to play devil's advocate here. There could be another reason why Dudleytown residents abandoned their homes.
There can't be another reason.
Mysterious supernatural forces aren't the only reason why people abandon this town, Jesse. We discussed the history, the lore, and now I'm going to discuss the facts.
What could be the reason besides supernatural forces?
How about lousy farmland? As with every other part of Cornwall, Connecticut, Dudleytown was converted from forest to farmland. Families tiled the land for generations. Located on top of a high hill, Dudleytown was not ideally suited for farming. The village was located in a valley known as the Dark Entry Forest, due to the shadows caused by the mountains surrounding the village and access road. More fertile and spacious land opened up in the Midwest around mid-19th century, and as the local iron industry died down, Cornwall's population declined. It's also true that Cornwall's population had dwindled by half to 834 residents. Its cheap real estate and closeness to New York City attracted people seeking rural solitude on weekends.
So, lousy farmland and less opportunity is why everyone left.
Basically, another Dudley resident by the name of Reverend Gary tried debunking the tale of murder, suicide, and madness that supposedly resulted from the DudleyTown Curse. He poured through old records and newspapers. In 1999, he reported his conclusions. The Cornwall Historical Society finally set the record straight. The Dudleys of Dudleytown had no connections to the noblemen beheaded in England.
What? You're joking.
Gershon Hollister wasn't murdered. Are you ready for this? He fell from a rafter to his death during a barn raising.
Oh my gosh. The deception of rumors.
Oh, but there's more. Bill Dudley didn't go mad. He lived until 90 and got a little senile after that.
So he wasn't crazy, he was just old?
Basically. And the Carter tragedy happened a long way from Dudleytown. Further, Carter built a house at the forks of the Delaware Wilderness, right in the middle of Indian County. His 3 children survived, and his son became a state Supreme Court justice. Heman Swift never resided in Dudleytown. He lived to 81 and also got a little senile as well.
So you're telling me that there's no ghosts, just elderly people?
These are the facts. Past the lore and rumors. Just facts.
Oh my goodness.
This episode is brought to you by...
Tired of the same old coffee routine? Craving a cup of paradise? Introducing Kona Coffee House LV. Bring the magic of Kona Coffee straight to you, wherever you are.
Kona Coffee House LV uses only the finest 100% organic Hawaiian Kona coffee beans, made by perfection by Sammy Scrumptious herself. These gluten-free and preservative-free beans are a rare specialty, offering a unique and unforgettable taste experience.
No need to wait in line. Kona Coffee House LV is mobile, delivering a taste of paradise. Book Kona Coffee today for corporate events, parties, venues, and so much more.
Follow Kona Coffee on Instagram at Kona Coffee House LV for updates on upcoming events. Visit their website at KonaCoPale.com to learn more and schedule your Kona Coffee experience today. Don't miss out on this exclusive opportunity to savor the world's finest coffee.
Horace Greeley's wife never even set foot in Dudleytown. She died of lung disease in New York City. Dr. Walter Clark actually bought his place in 1990 for weekend visits. His wife had a chronic disease and couldn't stand the pain. Sometime in 1918, she committed suicide in New York City. Clark continued to spend countless weekends in Dudleytown. When Clark first arrived, Dark Entry Forest was just a name. There was no forest and no dark entry because Dudleytown farmers had clear-cut the land.
The deception? I did not see any of this when I was researching Dudleytown.
For those of you listening who don't already know, even though Jesse and I sometimes cover the same topic, all of our research is separate. Our assistant Jack organizes all of our notes into one script. So Jesse and I have no idea what the other will be saying until we're actually recording like right now. And it's kind of funny to see her reaction just when I say certain things that she's not aware of. And same goes when Jesse says stuff that I don't know. It's a learning experience.
The shock factor is real from either one of us. I really thought the legends and rumors were facts, but you kind of spoiled that for me, Mom.
Sorry, Jesse. I have to bring the facts with the rumors and lore. So, Clark wanted to change the fact that Dudleytown had no forest. In 1924, he and friends formed the Dark Entry Forest Association with the aim of reforesting the land. They hoped to run a woodmill and offer recreation to children. So, they planted thousands of trees. By the 1930s, a New York ski club used trails for skiing, and summer camps used them for horseback riding. Visitors also canoed down the Housatonic River. However, things changed when the association closed the forest to visitors.
How did all the supernatural nonsense start?
I'm glad you asked that question, because that was actually my next bullet point. It took one person to change everyone's outlook on this town. This one person referred to DudleyTown as Village of the Damned. That's exactly what I said at the beginning of this episode, and I'm going to say it again. That's what they referred to it. It all started in 1926, when Edward C. Starr published his history of Cornwall. For some reason, he included 2 pages of fictions about Dudleytown residents. The book didn't get much attention until the early 1970s. That's when a Connecticut couple, you know, the famous couple we talked about earlier, Ed and Lorraine Warren.
Of course it's the Warrens.
The Warrens videotaped a Halloween special from Dudleytown. As discussed earlier, they declared it demonically possessed. Ed Warren said Dudleytown was, quote-unquote, controlled by something terrifying. Cornwall residents complained the legends of the curse brought noisy crowds to their community. Motorcycle clubs threw beer cans along the side of the road. Drivers along the carriage trails got stuck and needed towing. Tour buses were filled with thrill seekers who stood on the ground waiting to feel some supernatural vibrations. Ghost hunters came with recording devices to make videos and podcasts. The Dark Entry Forest Association finally had enough and closed the forest to the public. In 2001, police arrested 8 filmmakers who strayed off the public roads onto private property. Now, stories about Dudleytown come with a warning. It's so creepy, you're not allowed in. Harriet Clark, former president of the Cornwall Historical Society, wrote a book about the real history of Dudleytown. In The True Facts of Dudleytown, she wrote, "Today's owners and taxpayers of Dudleytown are professional people who live there for privacy and seclusion. They do not welcome tourists for those seeking tales of chilling or wild experiences. People do not come. There are no ghosts, no spirits, and no curse."
That had to be annoying for the people who lived there at the time. I have a fun fact about Dudleytown.
What's that, Jesse?
In 1989, Walter Kilham still lived in Dudleytown.
Who's Walter Kilham?
He was an architect who moved to Dudleytown in 1938 after camping there overnight. He bought 40 acres and then built 14 buildings on the property.
That had to be peaceful, but I'm sure it was also lonely. You know, since he was the only one living there.
People would ask Walter where to find ghosts, reported the New York Times on October 29, 1989. And this is a quote from Walter Kilham. "I tell them, if you believe in ghosts, I guess you'll find one. If you don't, then there aren't going to be any." End of quote.
Whoa, that is an epic quote. And I agree with Walter 1000%. If anyone is interested in learning more about Dudleytown, we've linked a really neat book in our show notes.
It is a really good book called The Legend of Dudleytown, Connecticut, Solving Legends Through Genealogical and Historical Research by Gary P. Dudley.
Please always make sure to check out our show notes for a list of cool people to follow on social media, our sponsors, great books to read, and other amazing podcasts to follow. We got some really cool stuff always in our show notes.
This episode is brought to you by...
Looking for a reputable notary republic at an affordable price? Well, look no further. Mrs. Ashley Lutchman is now taking appointments and accepting new clients. Jesse and I needed some documents to sign for our podcast.
We wanted someone with experience who was well known and didn't cost a fortune.
That's right. One of our good friends had worked with Mrs. Lutchman regarding some legal paperwork they needed notarized and recommended her to us.
She was professional, efficient, and affordable.
If you need important documents notarized, email Ashley Lutchman at ashleylutchman@gmail.com. Ashley Lutchman can be found on Instagram and TikTok. I will link her socials and her email in our show notes.
Ashley Lutchman is remote and commissioned in the state of Florida.
I'll close out with this. Over the years, DudleyTown's legend has only grown, with reports of phantom figures and eerie sounds haunting those who dare to venture near. Paranormal investigators like Ed and Lorraine Warren labeled the area as infested with demons, leaving behind more questions than answers. Today, DudleyTown's ruins remain off-limits, a stark reminder of its ghostly past and the lingering mysteries that shroud it. While historians and my mom may attempt to rationalize DudleyTown's dark history, its legacy endures as a cautionary tale of the unknown. Whether cursed or simply affected by a string of unfortunate events, DudleyTown serves as a reminder of humanity's enduring fascination with the supernatural. As the shadows of its past continue to loom, one thing remains certain: DudleyTown's secret may never be fully unraveled, shrouded in the mist of time and mystery.
Well said, Jesse. Well said.
Well, folks, if you made it this far, we're now best friends. And if you truly are our best friend, you'll tune in to next week's episode.
But wait, don't just go just yet. Stay tuned for our bloopers after the announcements.
Our bloopers are a great way to laugh after we talk about spooky and sometimes disturbing topics. It's all of our silly mistakes bundled up at the end of each episode.
If you have a spooky story and would like to have it read on air, or if you want to give someone a shout out, please write us at milkshakesghost@gmail.com. If you would like to follow our socials, we're on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Threads, Twitter, and Patreon. If you would like to become a Patreon member, please visit patreon.com/milkshakesandghost. I will link it in the show notes along with all of our other socials.
Join Patreon for free gifts and cool perks.
Let's give a shout out to our awesome, amazing Patreon members.
Hey, alright.
Patreon.
Hey, alright. Come on and join the trend. Hey, alright.
Brothers and sisters, join me. It's time for Patreon.
Mr.E from Special Delivery Show. Check out the Special Delivery Show. His podcast takes interviews to a whole new level. His podcast is really awesome, you guys. Please don't miss it. It's one of my favorites. I'd like to give a shout out to our sponsors. Sinister Brew Coffee, where every sip reminds you that the dark side is delicious. Wicked Salem's Candle, so good, it's scary. Bare Naturals Candles and more. It's more than just a candle, it's magic. Kona Coffee LV, Hawaiian coffee delivering a taste of paradise. ASHLEYLUTCHMAN, a reputable notary republic at an affordable price. All of our sponsors are listed in our show notes, along with links to contact them. I'd also like to give a big shout out to PsychoFiend13. He posts really cool content and has weekly lives with some amazing people. Go give him a follow. I will link his TikTok account in our show notes.
M&G VIP members also include Jody, David M, Mikey, Alexander, Jackie Lewis, Carly and Donna, Outlander 222, Lexi Alice from the Haunted Road Atlas, Jonathan Morales, Olivia Perez, Mara Sanchez, Luna the Darkness, Carlos Rivera, Hidden Shadows, Lynn Tarscape, Aaron Gonzalez, Jenna 424, Richard Walsh, Crazy Spooky Stories, Jackal's Occult, Darren Willis, Death Rock 1875, Lectures 222, Clara Jones, John and Jenna, Mothman Prophecy 424, Vampires Rock 222, The Blonde Happenings with Kelli and Brenda, Witches for Life 1892, Bigfoot's Real 76, Bloodsucker 95, Nightmares 888, Witchy Talk 65, Dracula Rock 22, Tina and Ruben, Ramos 1972, Bruce All Spooky, Harmony, Joan of Arc, The Darkside, Ronald H, Joe Santana, Mara Morales from That's So Spooky, Jetty Camara H, Honey S, Tina from Truth Is Out There, Naughty Edward, Colin, Becca, Manny, and Kenneth, Jules and Christina, Joel from the Paranormal Council, and Alan Zestar 1, Maxine, Terror Screams, Jules, Victor and Myra, Haunted Canadian History, and Melissa and Dan, and The Truth Is Out There with Carly and Allison.
Wow, we are growing. We are such a beautiful, amazing family. All our Patreon members, we appreciate you guys so much for being our Patreon members and joining this circle of friendship that we have established here on our pod. We appreciate each and every single one of you listeners out there also as well. We love you guys so very much.
And remember, keep drinking milkshakes.
And keep being spooky!
we interrupt bloopers for an important announcement.
Hey guys, just wanted to let you know that me and my mom are on vacation, so we're visiting some friends at Florida, and my mom's best friend, her dog got out. Her name is Gypsy, and right now she's currently missing.
That's right, you guys. We really need you guys out there to make this go viral. We have posted a photo and information regarding Gypsy on all our social platforms. So you can find Gypsy's information on TikTok, Threads, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Gypsy was lost on June 10th, 2025 in St. Cloud, Florida, 34769, near Nollet Road. I hope I'm saying that right. So just message the owner. There is a reward for her safe return. Please help them find their baby. So for more information, contact Gypsy's owner. And there is a link I will post in our show notes, and it's for pawboost.com. Okay? So if you guys can just do us that favor out there, everyone who's listening, let's make this post go viral on our socials. And like I said, I will post a link in the show notes, so please look for that at pawboost.com so that you can contact Gypsy's owner if you have any information regarding Gypsy's whereabouts. Gypsy is a beautiful German Shepherd. She is tan in color, and she is just a really good girl. So please help us find her. Thanks, you guys.
Thank you. Bye.
It's spooky season, spooky season, spooky season, spooky season, it's spooky season, 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 spooky season. It's spooky season, 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 it's spooky season, it's spooky season, spooky season, spooky season, spooky season, spooky season, spooky season. Spooky season, 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 spooky season,